every year going across that finish line, it's the same similar feeling that just can't be matched. I don't think anywhere. There's nothing that comes close to it, which is really cool. Just, I know, a real good sense of, you know, finishing something massive, something really traditional.
Was talking about how hard is the finish part, the windy, the bumps, and the backwash is like huge, but I know this is gonna be like the best part, finish the race, and that feeling, okay man, we got it, you know.
I sort of saw that finish line and I was like, yes, I am actually gonna finish. Like, it's 7 days of just a nightmare, you know. That's a, you know, a virgin Molokai paddler's worst few days is, you know, preparing for their first crossing, getting the boat, getting the board, getting, you know, nutrition, everything sorted, and then actually crossing that line your first time. It's something I'll never feel again, you know, win, lose or draw.
Done and be relieved, and then see your buddy and high five and say like, wow, we're done. This whole journey's over for the year. It's pretty sweet, and I think just getting across the finish line, regardless of place or time, like, it's such a feat, whether you're an elite athlete going for a win or first timer just setting a personal challenge, to be able to look across the Molokai, it's clear today, you can see it, and know that we're paddling that tomorrow, and for tomorrow around noon or 1 to be done, it's an incredible feeling. So that's got to be just that feeling of being done is for sure what's that.
Not long after I left to come home, he called me and said it's going to be a race in 1997. And yeah, Clark Abbey, of course, did it, paddled across with Tom Stone. And yeah, we just communicated back and forth until 1997 when we came here and did it for the first time. And yeah, so all those guys, the North Shore guys, Dawson and Mike and Garrett McNamara, so yeah, they had the dream, and yeah, it's the biggest, best race in the world now, and just humbling to be standing here 20 years later. There was only about 30 of us, and yeah, it's pretty funny. It's just like what you could imagine 20 years ago. It was we were just all working it out as we went along, and yeah, I actually was fortunate enough to be allowed to use the lead boat, and one of the guys on there was just throwing water bottles over, and yeah, there's a lot of confusion, but amazing experience. It was frighteningly amazing. It was some things I'll never forget.
I remember my first time I sat on his grass, and Mike Takahashi came out and said, okay, everybody's going to stand up and introduce themselves and tell us where they're from. And for me, you know, kid from California back then, I was just stoked to see some of these names. And you know, people you see in the magazines, you read about, pictures in surfer magazines, surfing, online, whatever, they're standing right next to you. Some big heavy water guys that I'd never imagined having meet, let alone go and race against or race with, you know. So it was pretty special, and I just keeps me going back.
learned at an early age is you tell the next generation everything you learned, everything you know. You give them all the advice and all the help that they need, and 9 times out of 10 they're not going to listen to you anyway. But the goal is, I took my generation and raised the level to here. They're supposed to start here and keep going. So hopefully they listen, hopefully they pick up some of that stuff, and you know, realistically what they're doing now at 15 and 17 are things I didn't start doing until I was 21. So I think the future's in good hands.